has landed in Niger capital, Niamey, carrying hundreds of Wagner fighters it allegedly picked up from Syria. Wagner has recruited thousands of veterans of the Syrian civil war, mostly men who fought on behalf of the Syrian government and defeated ISIS, Al-Qaeda and the FSA. These men have incredible combat experience against terrorists. Syria is one of the first places where Wagner proved its combat superiority to the whole world. Without their efforts, the Syrian president would have gotten the Gaddafi treatment from the West a long time ago. But he prevailed. Thanks to Russia and its elite fighting force, Wagner PMC. Upon arriving Niger, Wagner had reportedly told the new Nigerian administration never to worry about any foreign army on Niger soil and specifically assured the leadership that Wagner will take on the Americans head-on, if they ever dare to get involved in the conflict with ECOWAS, or try to deploy their drones. Not sure if this threat is in any way connected with America's sudden readiness to evacuate 2 of its drone bases in Niger. The U.S. maintains in Niger a large base of reconnaissance drones operating across Africa, Europe and the Middle East, as well as about 500 troops. France maintains a little over 1,200 soldiers in Niger. At the moment, there are about 5,000 Russian-funded volunteer fighters in Africa. They are mainly active in Mali, Libya, Sudan, Central African Republic, Mozambique and the Democratic Republic of Congo. As reported earlier, Wagner will undertake the protection of the presidential palace in Niamey and the main infrastructures of the country potentially threatened by the impending Nigerian-led military action. With a personnel capacity of about 230,000 men, Nigeria is expected to contribute far more soldiers to the operation than any other country in the bloc. However, the 2 countries with the strongest armies in Africa, Egypt and Algeria, have warned against any military intervention in Niger, and vowed they'll not stand idly and let that happen. Reportedly, the morale of Niger's military personnel is at an all-time high right now, given that nearly the entire population of Niger are in support of the military and
dans le centre-ville de la capitale, Niamey, pour s'inscrire comme combattants volontaires. Ces hommes qui répondent à un appel de plusieurs organisations seront éventuellement mobilisés en tant qu'auxiliaires civils de soutien aux forces armées.
Inch'Allah, je vais être militaire. L'amour de ma patrie. Et en plus, le Niger c'est notre pays. J'ai l'amour de notre pays. Je veux m'engager pour le Niger. Vive le Niger.
Il y a la formation qui a été lancée en disant qu'ils ont besoin de 10 000, 5 000 ou 10 000 soldats volontaires. C'est la raison pour laquelle je me suis présenté ici.
Certains parents ont même encouragé leurs enfants à s'inscrire. Des groupes de jeunes sont venus manifester leur soutien à la junte et leur colère contre la CEDEAO et l'ancien dirigeant colonial du pays, la France. Je suis une mère militaire.
thousands have reportedly signed up to fight with the Russian volunteer force, Wagner PMC, in defense of their homeland. Niger has launched a campaign to recruit volunteers to defend the homeland in order to build a database that will be transmitted to the authorities. The co-organizer of the voluntary mobilization for the defense of the homeland, Eunice Hima, indicated that we started the census today at the stadium level, and it will continue with programs that we will establish at the level of the municipalities to be closer to the people in order to contain the mass a little. He also thanked the Nigerians for the mobilization. It is also a way of telling ECOWAS that wants to bring us war, that this war is not the war of the soldiers who are in power, but rather a war between the Nigerian population and her. We are ready and we will sacrifice ourselves, he said.